Hey guys, I need to do a quick video rant. I'm just so angry and upset right now. I have been kind of off the map and not really paying attention to anything that's going on in the world because I was dealing with a emergent family matter. And tonight I got home from the hospital to sort of see a Facebook feed filled with so much hate, and I just need to express how I'm feeling right now. I really have not thought for 5 seconds of exactly what I want to say, but what I do want to say is, in this moment, basically this rage stems from what happened in Louisiana and a video as well that I just saw of what happened at Riis Beach. And although these two issues are not, like specifically trans issues, I think that it's relevant to my feed. For one, because minorities need to support each other, and we go through a lot more similar hatred and issues, especially with police, than people realize. And number two, because I was literally just at Riis Beach a matter of days ago. I live 10 minutes from Riis, and it is a very popular, friendly LGBTQ plus beach where you can be topless and feel safe, or you're supposed to be, except that it was now raided by police. And I've really reached my limit here. I've reached my emotional limit. I feel like so many horrible things have happened because of police, so many shootings that are unjust and mistreatment and them not caring about African American people, about Muslim people, about queer people. I feel like I normally say that, one cop or 5 cops does not make all of the cops. I don't really honestly have a statistic as to how many police officers there are in the United States, let alone worldwide. I don't even have statistics as to the amount of police in New York, and I don't have statistics as to how often these types of things happen. However, I can tell you that my Facebook feed is constantly filled with them, and at this point, I am having a really hard time supporting the police force in any state or country right now. I've never felt so unsafe. It's just, you know what it is? I haven't felt this unsafe since 9/11 happened. Okay, I remember 9/11 like it was yesterday, and I understand that terrorism is a different thing from police brutality, but what I can tell you is that these are two different forces of people who take it upon themselves to think that they're better than everybody else, and that everyone else is garbage, that they can just mistreat, and that they can just bend the rules and the laws and any factor of human decency to do whatever they see as fit in that moment. And I would say, more often than not, I'm seeing it now as completely unjust, and I'm just having a really hard time now just wrapping my mind around the amount of hatred that's going on. I feel like I honestly need to move to another planet. I know that with this election, we all say, oh, we want to move to Canada, oh, we're going to move to Europe. Europe has their own issues, at least the UK right now, but it's like not even enough. I just feel disgusted, and especially with what's going on in the United States right now. We just celebrated July 4th, and I was going to all these parties, and everybody's like, oh, be patriotic, and wear red, white, and blue, and I mean, okay, I did that, but I don't feel patriotic at all, and I made that pretty clear everywhere I went. I I can't feel patriotic when there's so much hatred and horrible, horrible mistreatment of brothers and sisters and people and just human beings, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings, and I feel like there is an unspoken code, and that's the problem, is that it's unspoken. It's this code of human decency, and they say that we should follow the Constitution and all of these laws, but they're clearly not enough, because people who have done absolutely nothing are getting murdered. People who have done absolutely nothing are getting removed from the spaces that they're supposed to feel safe. How am I supposed to feel safe? How am I supposed to feel patriotic? How am I supposed to feel like America is the greatest country in the world if all of this is happening around me all the time and I can't escape it? I can't escape it. It's all over my Facebook feed. It's all over what I see around me. It's what my friends and peers of all walks of life, ages, colors, genders, sexualities. I don't care who you are. We are all human beings, and we deserve to be treated with respect equally. We deserve to feel safe everywhere we go. This should not be something that's debatable. It's not debatable. And I refuse to be silenced. I know people who complain about how much we post on social media about all these things, that we're sharing the stories, how much I talk about trans issues, about any sort of issues of minority, and honestly, I really don't give a shit. The next person who tells me to shut up when I'm speaking up for a minority, for a human being who has lost their life or has been mistreated for who they are as a person, or for have done absolutely nothing wrong whatsoever, we're going to have a conversation, or I'm just going to walk away. And I'm honestly so mad at this point that I'm just, like, scared of what's next. I just honestly, sorry about the light, guys. I'm fed up. I'm really fed up. I've been fed up for a long time, but now I've been pushed to my limit, and I think a lot of you who have been pushed to our limits, and I think that the best thing that we can do that's immediate right now is to not stay silent. We have to share how we feel. We have to be there for each other, especially the minority groups. This hatred within these individual communities, the hatred within the LGBTQAI plus community, it has to stop. It has to stop. Why are we wasting our time hating each other and calling each other horrible things and not being educated and not treating people properly when we're all part of one community with an at-large society where there's complete and utter disaster? Why, as human beings, are we looking at the color of somebody's skin and making assumptions of who they are as a person? Why are we not helping them? Why are we not standing by them? We need to stand by each other. We need to be there for each other. We need to speak up and speak out. It doesn't matter who the person is, what sectors of different religions, ethnicities, sexualities, genders, ages. It doesn't matter who they are. We are human beings. And if we stand by and say nothing, we're the problem. Okay? Unless you do something about it, unless you actively speak out, unless you are going to marches, unless you are going to vigils, unless you are writing posts, writing articles, making movies, making music, writing poetry, any of these things and more, you're the problem. You're a part of the problem. It's time to really be loud. Just because you're a loud person does not mean you're heard. You need to be loud with purpose. You need to be loud with an education behind you. We need to be loud together so that way we can be heard. And really, that's a 10-minute rant right there, but that's just how I'm feeling. I'm really enraged. If you're angry too, if you're feeling judged and unsafe, I want you to tell me right now in these comments. I want you to share this video. I want you to make your own video. We need to keep this going, okay? That's the only way that we're going to stop all of this, because if you're seeing what I'm seeing, if you're hearing and experiencing what I am, you've got to be angry and upset too. And it's not enough to just stand there and be angry and upset. I need to do something about it. What are you going to do about it? Let me know in the comments below. I want to be a part of whatever you're doing to stop the hate, stop the violence, stop the mistreatment, stop the judging. It's time to stop being intolerant. It's time to stop being tolerant. It's not about just putting up with somebody. We're human beings. We all have a right to be here. We all exist. And we need to exist together and make this world a safer, better place for everybody. That's it.